I first told this story at a place called the Wild Beat in Haley, Idaho. Here it is. So when I was in high school, I taught skiing at a ski area about 50 miles from New York City. And one day I had a group private. It was about 5 or 6 people, and they were very talented, and they had these giant bright red afro hairdos, and they were extremely talented physical people. Turns out they were the cast of the Broadway play Applause, Applause. And in the play, they had several dance scenes where they danced on roller skates. So they learned to ski really quickly. And when I was younger, I used to yodel a lot. I worked with Austrian and French guys, and we used to yodel a little bit, and it would just kind of lighten the mood at a ski lesson, because sometimes people would get pretty nervous, about running into a tree or something. So these guys really liked me, and they invited me down to Broadway. I grew up in Clifton, which was just 11 miles from New York City, so I could see the Empire State Building out my window as a kid. And they invited me down to go see the play at the Palace Theater. And I got there early, and they took me backstage, and I met Lauren Bacall. This play ran for about 800 days on Broadway. It started in 1970. And I got to meet Lauren Bacall backstage, and she was putting on her makeup and her wig and all this stuff. And there was an agent there, and the agent said, "Well, we heard about you. I want you to come down into the city and audition for a job." And I thought, cool. So I took the number 12 bus. I think at the time the bus was $1.20 to the Port Authority, and I walked over to the Empire State Building to the 24th floor. And I went into this office, and there were all these pictures on the wall of shows that she had done and awards she had won and all that kind of stuff. And over in the corner, there was a giant life-size photograph of Big Bird. And she said, "I want you to be Kermit the Frog's yodeling friend. I want you to get on they've got this machine at the Coliseum that's a ski machine. It's like a big giant carpet that you get on, and it rolls and it angles up and you ski on it. I want you to get on the ski machine, and I want you to wear a frog outfit and be Kermit the Frog's yodeling friend." And I looked at this woman, and I looked around in her office, and I thought, I'm not putting on a damn frog outfit. And so I left. I moved to Stowe that year, and then I moved out to Idaho. But this is a song, it's a cover song by Daryl Scott about how your life might be if you took a different road. And I often think about how my life might have gone if I would have been Kermit's yodeling buddy. And ironically, about 5 years later, this woman got Roy Rogers to come in and teach Kermit how to yodel. And of course, Roy Rogers was a pretty good yodeler too.
You know something else? I can't imagine under any circumstances a bad guy yodeling. Matter of fact, you do a lot of yodeling, don't you, Roy?
Yes, I do. In fact, I invented some of the yodels I do in my songs.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody told me the only reason you yodel is because you forgot the words of the song.
You know how right they were.